This moment in Missouri political history is brought to you by the Missouri State Archives. 1883 saw the founding of a new organization intended to fight crime in southern Missouri. Taney County had not sent anyone to the state prison in 20 years, and criminals knew that they would not be harshly punished for their crimes. Sickened by this, Nathaniel Kinney called a meeting on top of a hill known as Big Bald. The group of men called themselves Bald Knobbers and vowed to take the law into their own hands by killing or threatening those who committed crimes. But as the organization grew, the original intention was lost, and Bald Knobber activities mirrored the actions of those they had set out to stop. The adjutant general met with Kinney to urge the ending of the vigilante organization. On April 6, 1886, the Bald Knobbers officially disbanded. However, branches in neighboring counties continued to be active for years to come. To discover more Missouri history moments, visit MissouriDigitalHeritage.com.
Welcome back to Midwest Talking Points. You know, with the vice presidential debate in St. Louis this week, Mindy and I are going to turn our attention to the top of the ticket and leave the vice presidential debate for Washington University. We're going to show you a recent ad from each of Senator Obama and Senator McCain's campaign. Here's what McCain is running in Missouri right now.
In crisis, experience matters. McCain and his congressional allies led tough rules on Wall Street, stop CEO ripoffs, protect your savings and pensions. Obama and his liberal allies mum on the market crisis because no one knows what to do. More taxes, no leadership. A risk your family can't afford.
I'm John McCain, and I approve this message.
You know, that spot seems to me to be trying to capture McCain as a man of action and going out and doing something. I'm not sure, even just a few days past the crisis and the last debate, that it doesn't seem a little bit dated. You know, it kind of, you wonder what's happened. I certainly think that's the message, though. I'm going to do something.
I completely agree. The first thing I thought when I watched it was, how long is this ad going to air?
Yep.
It does seem like it has a short shelf life, but clearly what McCain is trying to do here is say that, you know, he's on the right side of this issue, and Obama doesn't have the right leadership.
Yeah, and if you look closely at that ad at the very end, you'll see it's one of those ads that's run by both McCain and the Republican Party.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that the McCain campaign has had to do, because they don't have as much money as Senator Obama has, is run these ads that are sort of half paid for the party and half paid for by McCain. But that ad is a 30-second. It seems to me that can't run for very long. I think it's dated pretty quick, and we'll see something.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a new ad from them very soon about this issue. And Senator Obama started running a new ad this week here in Missouri as well. It's a 60-second ad, and he talks about the economy. Let's watch.
For 8 years, we've been told that the way to a stronger economy was to give huge tax breaks to corporations and the wealthiest, cut oversight on Wall Street, and somehow all Americans would benefit. Well, now we know the truth. Instead of prosperity trickling down, pain has trickled up. We need to change direction, now. I'm Barack Obama, and here's what I'll do as president. End the Wall Street free-for-all with common-sense safeguards that put homeowners and struggling families first, not corporate greed and CEO bonuses. Jumpstart our economy with a middle-class tax cut paid for by closing special interest loopholes. And get serious about energy independence, a 10-year mission to create millions of good-paying jobs by investing in made-in-America energy and infrastructure. You can read my whole plan to rebuild our economy on our website, BarackObama.com. It's time to get our economy back on track and put the middle class first again. And that's why I approve this message.
Well, what did you think? I mean, that seems to me that it plays to Obama's strengths.
Yeah, well, he certainly, I thought it was very effective. He sits there, he certainly came across as serious, had a kind of idea. I'm going to go look at his plan. I can't say I have. I wonder what the details are. I think with him, he's so good at setting up an image of, I'm thoughtful and serious. I just don't know what it specifically is doing. It feels like I'm going to fix everything, but what are the details?
I think that's exactly what this ad is trying to do, is address those concerns, and clearly that's been his weakness. And what McCain keeps trying to hit him on is, you know, he says nice words, but does he really have a plan? And that's why I think it's very important in this particular ad. He mentions a couple specifics, an energy plan over 10 years, and then he has a website and he says, go look at the plan yourself.
Well, and that's what I thought, the energy plan, see what the actual steps are. The other fight that's kind of sort of been out there, surrogates and funny, he mentions it, is tax cuts. You know, Senator McCain says, I'm going to leave the current tax cuts, not let them expire. Senator Obama says, look, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to raise one and lower one and make it offset and have it be more. I think that I've heard people, as the economy gets higher and higher in the public's consciousness, the issue of tax cuts and raising taxes becomes more and more important, I think.
Well, it wouldn't be an election season without lots of talk about taxes, but it doesn't seem to be people's -- issue right now. So we'll see how much the argument of taxes really plays out in this election.
Yeah, and back to our comment about McCain, it seems like that ad, the Obama ad, could sit on its own for a while. That's what I mean by it's more general than specific. I think it doesn't get dated and could run for a lot more time as we get closer to the election.
Yeah, I agree. We want to thank tonight's guests, Chris King of the St. Louis American and State Senator Jeff Smith, Chair of the Senate Democratic Campaign Committee. Thanks to all of you for tuning in once again to Midwest Talking Points for the inside scoop on local politics. And as an added bonus, Midwest Talking Points is convenient to watch whenever you want. We're on 5 nights a week, and you can watch it anytime on demand. Just go to Channel 1, select I Want More, then Elections 08.
I want more. And I'll see you next week when Mindy and I will be here again. We'll be discussing the vice presidential debate, which is coming here in St. Louis this week, and much, much more. Good night.